Welcome to Chasing Spirits, where we explore the strange, the supernatural, and the unexplained. I'm your host, Reed, here with my co-host, Ethan.
Reed.
Reed, what's going
Hello,
on?
Reed. Nothing. It's been a while. We haven't talked much.
I know we've been
Been busy guys.
you've been moving. I've been grinding Marvel Rivals.
Oh God. True. I know. Hopefully it's not too echoey, the sound. We'll see though.
What?
The sound of quality right now. Hopefully it's not too echoey. I gotta get some soundproofing.
Oh, okay, right, because you moved. Okay.
Yes.
Um, how you liking the? So you've lived here before.
Yeah, this is the first place. I think saw it
Yeah, I
once
definitely
before.
did. So that's funny. So you kind of full circle moved back into your old place from years ago.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm back to where I began.
Does it feel weird?
Yeah, a little bit.
Like home again?
Yeah, it's different. We had to do a lot to fix it though.
Oh, okay.
There was like walls up that we took down.
Walls. You
Nightmare.
took down walls.
Yes. Oh yeah, I'll show you some pictures.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's crazy.
Yeah, very long weekend, but we did it. We're good. We're chilling now.
Nice. Well, if you haven't tuned in to the last episode, we made a bet and
We did.
I lost. So I'm punished. No, Ethan got to pick my person thing, my cat topic.
I don't know you'd categorize this as cryptid.
Yeah, it's cryptid for sure. And he chose Melon Heads, which I didn't know about, but they're pretty creepy.
Oh, you didn't know anything about these? Oh yeah, I think we talked about that, right?
I think I've heard of it, but I never knew what they were. It's actually pretty scary of a cryptid because it's the ones that are the closest to like humans are definitely pretty scary.
Yeah, you're right. I think this one, shout out our boy Los. I think this is his favorite one, or
Really?
one of his favorite ones. He's talked about it before.
Oh, interesting.
Can I shout out on the pod?
It is very interesting reading about it. The weird thing is it's all over the place. Normally with these you have like one state that's like this is the woods where this cryptid is found.
True, except for like Bigfoot, right?
Oh yeah, well I'm just saying like typically most of our cryptid episodes are based on that. Like there's one area where this thing was seen. No, it's all over the place. So what I did is there's three main states where the main encounters have been for a long time, and I have a story from each state. It's a little repetitive because,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's a good thing. I think that's kind of cool because it kind of shows that it might be the same thing, or it might be something more. Maybe, perhaps, paranormal or alien related instead of cryptid. Who knows?
Dum
So,
dum dum.
dun dun dun. You'll hit a sound effect.
I literally had it like ready to go.
We're trying a new recording system here, so we have some fun stuff to mess with. So, let's get into it. The melon heads are a cryptid associated with folklore in parts of the United States, particularly Ohio, Michigan, and Connecticut. Descriptions of the melonheads typically depict them as small humanoid creatures with large, bulbous heads, often resembling oversized, deformed human features. These creatures are sometimes described as having pale, smooth skin and dark, beady eyes. The melonheads are usually said to live in remote wooded areas or near abandoned houses and are often linked to stories of paranormal activity, mysterious disappearances, or even dark government experiments. So I think this is crazy because we'll get into each story, but I just think it's really I think the creepy part is how similar they are to humans.
Yeah, okay. When I think about melonheads, right? I think of the Dover Demon, which is in Massachusetts, obviously, which we haven't really talked about too much, but it's kind of like a pale crawler, but
Yeah.
they have the bulbous heads. And I think
Yep.
a lot of people say that the gray aliens have bulbous heads as
Yep.
well.
Like grays, yeah.
So
Uh
very similar to melonheads.
yeah, no, it does sound
Throwing it
similar.
out there.
Some of the stories did not explain them as like I picture them human size.
Yeah, like 4 feet, 4 5,
Yeah,
maybe little kids, right?
I'm thinking like 5. That in my head from what I kind of read. Like some of them
Short
explained it
kings.
as shorter for sure cuz some people think it's like deformity or some sort of like breeding issue humans that were in the woods for a long time and bred with each other, like
Yeah, inbred kind of things. Okay, I
Yeah,
see.
so, like, obviously, that can affect a lot of things that could affect height.
It's true.
Overall, I feel like it's, very human-like, like, very close.
Yeah,
Pale skin
attribute-wise with
is
the
crazy
eyes.
too.
What imagine like an 8-foot tall melon head.
Oh my god. That's just a pale crawler.
Yeah, they're pretty tall. They're actually, I think, like 6 feet tall, right?
Yeah,
Pale crawlers. I
that's
can't
true.
remember exactly what it was. That's so many episodes ago.
I know, that was a lot. Was that our first? Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that was like 3 months ago at this point.
That's crazy.
Yeah, insane to think about. Time's flying.
Time is. So I'm gonna jump right in. So I was trying to figure out like where I was confused when it gave me the three states. I was like, where did it originate? But there's no real
Definitive one.
time. But
Mm,
I think
okay.
the most famous and popular story is Ohio.
I was gonna say this sounds messed up, but Ohio makes sense.
Like, yeah, oh yeah, it does make sense because of all the cryptid activity there.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, huh? Yeah,
yeah, yeah. No, it does. Uh,
yeah. Sorry, Ohio, but it's true.
so this starts with Kirkbride Hospital, also known as the Kirkbride Asylum, in Mantua, Ohio. In Hocktua, Ohio. Ac-
Jesus.
Sorry, it just came. It just intrusive thought.
Fuck
Sorry,
two
sorry,
on those
sorry.
melon heads.
According to the tale, the Melonheads were patients of the asylum who were subjected to cruel and unethical medical experiments, including lobotomies, which left them deformed with large swollen heads. After enduring horrific treatment, the patients allegedly escaped into the nearby woods where they formed a secluded community, hiding from society. Their appearance and behavior led them to be called Melonheads. The legend claims that these Melonheads became aggressive and territorial, attacking anyone who ventured too close to their hidden homes in the forest. The stories become a staple of Ohio's folklore, with the remains of the Kirkbride Hospital and the surrounding area often cited as a hotspot for encounters with the cryptid. While the tale remains popular among locals and cryptid hunters, there is little historical evidence to support the existence of the Melonheads or the dark medical experiments said to have taken place at the asylum. So, not a ton of hard evidence, a lot of word of mouth, and a lot of stories. Question:
Okay.
would you spend the night in this asylum?
Okay. Oh, asylums are tough because I feel like hospitals and asylums are the same kind of general thing, but I feel like a lot of dark energy goes into those.
Yeah. And there's a lot of death in those, you know?
Correct. And lobotomies too.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's crazy. So there's a lot of dark energy, but I feel like I would 100% stay at least a night, even for just the content purpose.
Do you believe actually I need to look this up super quick.
Yeah, go for it. Oh, I love asylums though. They're so cool. I love the stories behind asylums. That's like one of the more interesting things.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I thought I read a stat. So, you know what a lobotomy is, correct?
Yeah.
Scary stuff. Pretty much it went on for a long time. like I think it was like was it the 70s? Maybe that's pushing it. It went on for a long time.
It's the surgery where they
Okay,
take a thing,
50s.
right, into the smack into their head to like change the frontal lobe of their brain for women.
They put they like drill to
It's like a
my
chisel,
knowledge,
right?
they like drill something into your brain and they
Okay.
move it around. Squish your brain around a bit to try and fix problems with your brain.
Can you
Which
imagine that feeling?
oh my
Because you're
god,
definitely
dude.
awake, right?
I don't
Oh.
know enough about them, but I remember the number being
Ugh.
okay, I'm wrong. I am terribly wrong. Well, number 1, late 50s is when
Okay.
it ended, which is still ridiculous. Our parents were born 10 years after the last lobotomy.
Oh my god, their parents could have had lobotomies.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought it
crazy
was
to
a
think about.
crazy low number for whatever reason, but I'm
Mhm.
thinking of the number that it helped. Uh,
Oh.
so there was approximately 40,000 to 50,000 lobotomies, which is
Total
crazy. And
for the US?
yes,
Wow, okay,
and that's
that's
approximately.
you know,
Those are like reported.
I was gonna say it's surprisingly lower than I thought, to be honest.
Really? Okay. I thought the stat was like a little bit lower. So I was gonna say, do you think there's way more lobotomies that happen that were just in secret like this?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I think there's a lot especially because people don't record it, and there was like a lot of shady doctors back then too that claimed
Oh my
they
yeah.
could fix
No,
you but
before,
didn't.
like, the internet and all the records and even just, like, digital records put a lot of people in check. Obviously, crazy stuff happens all over the place, but
Right. Did it
I think
say
it puts
for this asylum? Sorry, did it say like an age for this one?
an age. What do
Yeah,
you mean?
like the patient's ages, or is it just like everyone?
No. I didn't see names or ages or anything like that when
Okay,
I looked.
I was gonna wonder if they accepted a lot of different ages.
I'm sure they did. I don't know about the experimenting though.
Yeah, it's probably more women based, sadly to say.
Cuz the other thing too is they could be like if you're getting experimented on like that,
Hmm.
you don't know what else it can affect. This could have been younger people that were shorter. And maybe that's where the small aspect comes in. They've stunted their growth. You know what
Oh,
I
short
mean?
kings.
No.
But no, I got you. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, maybe. I don't know though. I've never heard of this asylum. I've never looked it up or anything. I didn't know nothing about this place.
Yeah, so this is like the big one apparently. This is like I guess if someone like I bet that guy that draws all the cryptids
Hmm.
probably drew the asylum in this one
Okay,
with the melon
interesting.
heads. That's my guess. Or just in the woods cuz that's kind of where in all of these states they kind of stay in the woods and they're not friendly.
Yeah, I can imagine. I had one more question.
Mhm.
Shoot, can you tour the asylum? Do you
Uh
know?
that I don't know if they have like scheduled tours, but
We should
from what I
go.
read people go
We should go.
either way. Oh my god.
It's like a
Okay.
6 hour flight. We can fly there. That'd be sweet.
If we're in Ohio, we got to go across to West Virginia and see the Mothman.
If we hit Ohio, we have to do the Frogman, Mothman, this asylum. What else is in Ohio? There's a Bigfoot
We
there.
could do a whole cryptid circuit. Vlog it.
That would be that'd be really cool. Each episode's a different cryptid that we check out.
Mhm.
Cryptid travelers chasing cryptids.
Chasing cryptids.
There we go. New series.
There it is. New series coming out.
Paramount Plus.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not happened for a while because you were going to
We're
be Mr.
broke.
Father
Oh,
in the next couple months.
I know. Yeah, it is crazy thing about coming up quick. Actually, it's only like 6 more weeks, Reed.
6 weeks. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, anytime it's
You got
after
all
six
the
weeks.
stuff set up.
Kinda. Baby room's coming together.
Nice. That's awesome.
You're never ready. Never truly ready.
Never truly ready. Do we want to get into Connecticut?
Yeah, let's talk about some home turf.
All right. So, the Connecticut story centers around a legend tied to the town of Monroe, another M,
Monroe. Interesting.
particularly in the area surrounding the Devil's Hop Yard and the Charter Oak State Park, which are two like destinations, I guess you could say, in that area. According to the story, the Melonheads are said to be the descendants of a group of people who lived in isolation in the woods, often connected to an old, now abandoned house or mansion. One version of the story claims that these individuals were once part of a wealthy family or community that suffered a curse, causing them to become severely deformed with large heads resembling melons. Other versions say they were the result of inbreeding or strange experiments carried out by doctors or an isolated group. As the legend goes, the Melonheads became territorial, hiding in the dense Connecticut forests. The creatures are often described as being small, with oversized heads, pale skin, and sometimes violent tendencies, particularly towards those who wander too close to their supposed lairs. Some variations of the story claim the Melonheads were once normal humans who over time devolved into these grotesque beings due to their isolation. This eerie legend is widely known among locals in Connecticut, and the areas surrounding Monroe have become popular spots for cryptid hunters and those intrigued by the urban legends. So, this one is very interesting. I think both of these are kind of interesting because of the houses. Like this one is the mansion. This is like the mansion one. That's kind of what like it's known for,
Right.
which is very interesting that these things would live inside of like a house.
Well, if there were humans before, it makes sense.
Yes, which is what makes me think they are. Because how many cryptids do you know of that live in human houses?
Uh,
I don't think any.
Not
So
many
it's
that I can
very
think of.
interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty bizarre. So we have the asylum, there's Ohio, this mansion in Connecticut. If honestly, I don't know if I believe this one that much because the only thing that makes sense if the family is inbred. That's the only way this makes sense to me. That this could happen.
Yeah, I don't think.
A
I
curse?
mean,
Nah.
unless it was a very, very, very long time.
Right.
No, it wouldn't. It still wouldn't make sense. You can't just
I don't know.
live
Can
in
you?
isolation for that long, like, right? I don't think that would happen.
I
It would
mean,
have to
I
be
guess
like
it
hundreds,
could.
probably thousands of years.
What to evolve to like have melon heads?
Yeah,
I mean, maybe right. I don't know how long the evolution would take on that.
I just feel like
It's not really possible.
it's way too fast for anything crazy like that that doesn't involve either experimentation or
Curses.
inbreeding stuff. Huh?
Curses.
Curses, yeah. Which not too much info on the curse, but people believed it. That's kind of where it started.
Yeah, the curses are more believable. Like if I was actually believing the curse, it'd make the most sense.
Yep.
But I struggle to think of who would curse a random house, like a mansion. Was
Yeah,
it
and like
witch?
what would curse?
Right. Ghost? I don't think ghosts can curse.
I don't know. Demons? Huh?
He's like a sailor, he's just cursing away.
Just a demon hanging out.
They're dropping
These
F
guys are
bombs.
gonna look like melons.
Yeah, it's also extremely random curse to melon head curse people. I feel like we would see more of them too, though.
Well, there is a lot. I mean, for it to all be like just random curses is a weird thing. I think it's more believable that it's some sort of experimentation or some sort of alien stuff going on.
Mm,
Just how everywhere they are.
aliens is tough because where would they hide, right? I feel like we'd see them more often. If there's a lot of them in the
Yeah,
woods, maybe they're hiding in the caves. Ooh, wait, hold up, hold up.
they did say they had layers. So
Could
isn't
be
a layer
caves.
normally a cave?
I don't know if a lair is particularly a cave
Okay, you're
because I
right.
think evil beings have quote unquote lairs.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, no, I think that kind of could make sense. They're in caves, hidden away, and they're kind of evolving over time. Maybe they're there for so long.
Oh, maybe that's why their skin is pale and
Right.
stuff too,
Yeah,
because
they're
they're
more
underground.
translucent looking, kind of. They're ghostly. They're creepy.
Hmm,
Big heads. I
that
don't
could
know
be
why you need
it.
a big head in a cave, but
And
maybe.
they're in the woods, so it would make sense that they hide and stuff.
Right. But I don't know about the mansion
Hmm.
part. I don't know where that would come in. Maybe they live there because it's abandoned. I don't know if the mansion's still occupied by humans. I don't know.
It says it's now abandoned.
I wonder how long it was there. Because imagine if it was like built in like I don't know, ballpark number like 1700s, 1800s. Could they evolve in that time? Like say the kids were like locked in the basement or
No,
the like
I mean,
family got stuck.
I guess we don't know. Like,
Yeah, I'm not a scientist.
no sun for that amount of time. I feel like you die,
Yeah, I guess if
right?
I went to cave
Like,
in
don't
the
we need that the sun's like vitamins or whatever?
well, I don't know actually. I've never been in darkness for that long. I don't really know what happens.
Like, I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
Well, I guess if you're not in the sun long enough, you do turn extremely white, right?
You do.
I don't know. Caves are looking pretty good right now.
It really is.
So we have the
I mean, it
Connecticut
does make some
caves.
sense.
I like it. That
Where
could
do the melon heads come from, though? Let's talk about that.
oh, like if they were like cave dwellers. I don't know where. I don't know why you'd have melon heads. Maybe to I was thinking like bat sonar. Maybe I don't know. Big ears.
Sending signals.
Yeah, I don't
No, I
know.
mean, you'd think if it was evolution, they would they would evolve to be smaller so they can move, and their brains would be smaller because they're not part of society, right? And then
Yeah,
bigger heads
kind
like
of
that.
defeats that, I guess. I mean, they are smaller, right? They're like 5 feet tall.
They are smaller, that's true. So maybe the melon heads are not as big as I'm picturing. They're just big for their bodies because they have smaller bodies, which would also make sense if they're malnourished
Not
from
eating
not.
anything.
I'm sure they eat something.
Probably
But
bats.
what the heck do they eat? Bats
Yeah,
in
definitely
caves?
bats. You got to eat bats in the cave. Come on.
Maybe
They had COVID-19.
yeah. Maybe the melon heads started COVID. New theory.
Shout out. We got our people on that one.
Yeah, we got our guys looking into that.
Yeah.
All right. Do we want to do the Michigan story?
Yeah, let's talk about Michigan.
So, story I have from Michigan is centered around the Hillsdale County area, specifically near the town of Jonesville, where a local legend has persisted for generations. According to it, the Melon Heads are deformed humanoid creatures who were once a group of children or residents that lived in isolation on a farm or an estate in the rural woods. In some versions of the story, they are also said to have been the result of cruel experiments conducted by a local doctor, while in others, the deformities are blamed on inbreeding or a curse placed on the family. So, kind of the same thing, which is very interesting that the curse comes up again. I think just at the time of this, that was more of a
A reasonable
yeah, like,
answer.
"Oh, it's gotta be a curse." Like, things that don't make sense, curse.
Yeah,
Yeah, and these are said to be, like, stories that have been for a long time too, so things can change. But I could easily see someone just being, "Yeah, maybe it was a curse, and then it just got passed down as that," you know?
I wonder how
Um,
curses work.
I don't do you believe in curses?
That kind of goes with like magic, right? Probably not.
Yeah, it's pretty much saying that like, do you believe in, like, karma?
I guess so. Yeah, I would say a little bit.
Yeah, all that stuff is so interesting because there's no proof of any of it, and people say it all the time. Same
Mm,
thing like when you say something you don't want to jinx it, you knock on wood.
yeah, wood could burn.
Like what?
Yeah, wood could burn. You got to knock on air.
Oh my god.
It's true. I'm just saying that's the saying.
Yeah, it's just like all that stuff's a little interesting, but I feel like it's so in our society, at least the karma stuff.
Yeah, but I feel like it's more of a meme now.
Yeah,
Like karma's a bee.
that's true.
It's no one. I don't think anyone. Oh, maybe I guess people do believe in it, but I
What
don't
about
wake up.
manifesting? Sorry, we're going deep here,
Yeah,
you
we're
know.
getting way off topic, but manifesting. I mean, I think that's a mindset thing, right?
Yeah, I think it can work for yourself, but I don't think it puts anything into the universe like some people say. I
No,
don't know about
that's
that.
like meditating.
Yeah, I don't know if you can sway something like that. I don't think that happens.
No, I don't think so, but maybe. I don't know.
Okay, back to Michigan.
Yeah, sorry. Back to Michigan.
Okay, I just got a little bit more. As the story goes, after the experiments or mistreatment, these individuals with large swollen heads were driven to live deep in the woods away from society, just like the other ones. The Melonheads became increasingly hostile towards outsiders, with many accounts describing them as dangerous, aggressive creatures who would attack anyone who ventured too close to their territory. Over time, the legend evolved, and now the area around Jonesville is not just a Melonhead cryptid hunting area, it's also considered a hotspot for ghost stories and other paranormal activity. So, th-
Ghost stories?
is yeah, is so
That's crazy.
is that mass hysteria because of the melon heads? Because I don't think any of this has been linked to paranormal stuff at all, like ghost stuff at all.
Yeah, I don't see the connection there. I mean,
So, do you think it's mass hysteria that this area is now that and they're just milking it?
ooh, that's a tough question. I think, yeah, probably more mass hysteria on that one. But then I also think, even like around here, we have the Bridgewater Triangle.
That's true. It could just be a coincidence like
Could
that
just be a
around
hot
that
spot.
area. And yeah,
And Montana's like open,
Michigan
right?
isn't
Oh,
isn't
Michigan, Michigan.
huh?
I was gonna say
Oh yeah,
Montana's, but
Michigan.
yeah, it's Michigan. I don't really know what like Michigan looks like forest wise and like density wise.
I'm sure there's a ton of forest.
Yeah, I don't know comparatively to like us, but I mean, if it is similar, there's a lot of woods.
Yeah, there's a lot of woods in a lot of those places. Yeah, so it does kind of make sense. Like they're all in very similar areas.
Well, those ones are
So yeah,
closer for sure. Connecticut's like way further away.
I know, I know it is kind of a reach, but it's still generally around there though.
Well,
Like it's not like it's California. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, it's still probably like what, 10 hours away, 12 hours away driving.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely
So
definitely far.
it's got some
But you
distance.
think about how long these things have been around. It's possible that some moved.
Hey, well, Fresno Nightcrawlers made it to Poland. Anything's possible.
Exactly.
It's true.
Exactly. So, what do you think of the three states stories?
If I'm gonna talk about believability wise, Ohio probably the best story. I think it's probably the more
Yeah.
believable one.
with the asylum and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
like the experiments are
Yeah,
cool. It's kind
the
of
coolest one.
dark.
I see why that's the main one. Like
Right.
that's like the biggest one people know about when they know about the Melon Heads.
Yeah, so that one I would agree with that being like the origin. Connecticut's cool, but Michigan's also cool, but it's very
Yeah, they're
similar.
very like similar. Like I was saying, there's some. I think it's cool that there's similarities. I don't know if that makes it more real or more fake though.
I don't know because anyone could have made it up, right? We
Oh,
don't know when
any of
this
this,
information came out.
100%.
It's tough. I like Connecticut though. It's so cool. Imagine a mansion. There's a cave behind it.
Oh my god,
That'd be creepy.
that would
Overall,
be insane.
Melonheads, cave dwellers.
Yeah,
That's what I
it's
think.
sounding like that.
It's also sounding like the pale crawlers.
Especially the aggressiveness. That kind of makes sense. If you're living in a cave, you
Mm-hmm.
come out for food or something, you see something, you're gonna be like, get away from me,
How many do you think there are? There's so many caves. There could be so many of these things.
dude. You love caves,
I
huh?
do. Spelunking is so cool.
Oh yeah.
Would you go in a cave, like an unmarked cave? Now we're talking about another movie right now, but it's well not. Yeah, it's fine.
Would I go in an unmarked cave?
Yeah, would you go in a like explore a cave? You're exploring caves. Would you go in a cave that's unmarked and chance roll the dice they might see these guys?
I don't know, dude, because they're gonna be able to move around in it so much better. We're just screwed.
Yeah, you probably would get
The amount
wrecked.
of people that like don't come up from caves too, that's got to be pretty high.
Yeah, I think my biggest fear of the cave would be get stuck, but I'd risk it.
Yeah, there's nothing you could do if you get stuck. You're just screwed.
Well, they can get you out of most spots if you get stuck.
Depends how deep, dude.
Well, that's true too. I mean, then okay, we're getting a little off track, but it is fair. You could get stuck in a cave.
You did this, right? Didn't you go caving?
Yeah, but it wasn't like unmarked territory where I'm roping
Yeah, you went
down.
like on like a tour thing though. That's still cool.
Yeah, shout out Howie Caverns.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah, Howie. Um
Heck yeah, we're sponsored now.
Sponsored by Howie Caverns. Go to your local Albany. It's like side effects could be death.
Yeah, you definitely signed your rights away before you went in that cave. I know that.
Oh yeah, no, we definitely did. Yeah, we signed a waiver and everything, yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
anything's possible. You
Yeah,
never
that
know.
is
You
crazy.
never know. It was dark though. It was really dark. It was cool.
Remember that that story from probably like over 10 years ago now. Remember that it was like that group that got stuck in the cave?
Yeah, it wasn't here
The
in
big one.
America.
That
It
was like a
was
big story.
was that Thailand?
I don't know.
It was some sort
Didn't they
of
die though? I don't think they made it out.
no, I don't remember. I think it was like an Asian country area. I don't remember which one it was though.
Yeah, it was something insane. They were
Maybe
completely
I'll
stuck.
Google it real quick. Hold on. Yeah, it says the Thai cave rescue unfolded.
Oh, okay. So I guess
It could have been
was
that.
a
I
rescue.
don't know. There's a Netflix movie on it, so maybe that is it. It was 12
Whoa.
boys rescued in a Thai
Yeah, that's
cave.
got to be the big one. I think that's what I'm thinking of.
I don't remember what we're talking about. I'm so lost now.
Caving. But
True.
let's
Caving.
let's circle back a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
I have a couple talking points, just some quick things.
Love it.
So, the melon heads are often linked to other cryptids and supernatural creatures. In some versions of the stories, they share characteristics with wendigos.
Really?
hmm
Okay, I wouldn't picture that. That's a random one.
Both are said to be reclusive, hostile towards outsiders, and exist in the deep woods,
That
making
is
them a part of a larger cryptid ecosystem.
that is a crazy pull.
It is. It definitely is. But wendigos, wendigos? Can they shapeshift?
They say what Wendigos can mimic, like voices and
That's
such.
the voices. Okay,
They're
because
like
that's what I
deers.
was. That's why I included this originally because I thought that was cool. Because I thought they shapeshifted, but that makes sense. I'm thinking of
Skinwalkers.
skinwalkers.
Yeah.
So I
Wendigos,
was
I don't
gonna
know about.
say maybe melon heads are skinwalkers trying to be like humans.
Oh, like a deformed, not fully transitioned
Yes.
human? Possibly, right?
hmm That's what I was thinking, but since it's Wendigo, maybe I'm wrong.
You never know, though.
Um.
Skinwalkers aren't really in that region, though. That's the only issue with that.
Okay.
That's more like
We're,
Nevada.
okay. Okay. Melonheads are famously linked to Ohio, Connecticut, and Michigan.
Mhm.
but it's also spread to other regions in some lesser known accounts. Places like West Virginia and Indiana, very similar type creatures are said to have been seen, and with little variations of obviously they differ, kind of like the other three I told you.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, the story is a little different. I can see that.
So they're being seen a lot of places.
Interesting. Well, the pale crawlers too. Don't forget, we had like a whole map that you could look at and see all the sightings. So that doesn't really surprise me.
That's true. Yeah, that is true. It just for whatever reason just makes me think alien more. Like what if it's not even
It could be like
what
a
if it's not
non-intelligent alien.
well what I'm thinking, what if it's not an alien?
Okay, think it's an alien, but it's not an alien. I'm a
No,
little
no,
lost,
no,
but
no,
I
no,
got you.
no, no. Hear me out, hear me out,
I'm
hear me
listening.
out.
Hey, I'm here.
What if it's not an alien, but it is humans that have been experimented on by aliens and they're dropped in the forest and they don't have their brain anymore, so they just live off the land and they're angry?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was kind of thinking the same thing, but a little bit different.
What were you thinking?
I wasn't gonna bring up the human part of it. I just thought maybe it was alien experiments gone wrong.
On aliens or on people?
On anything really. It could be like something they created in their lab where they just dropped it on Earth to like kind of test it. Kind of like the chupacabra.
That's true. That could be true. I don't know. I was just thinking it could be kind of like,
Human experience would be scary.
yeah, like I mean that's always been a thing. Like people say you get pulled in the ship. Like there's been people that have stories of that stuff get pulled in the ship and experimented on and drop back.
Hey, Andres, and
But what
fair.
if they went a little too far and then they're like shit, and they just drop it back in the middle
Here
of
we
the woods?
go. Oh shit, here we go again.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, plenty. Like there's been people that go missing. Like it's a thing.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, you used to get I think it's the 401 cases, right? The forest cases where everyone goes missing in the forests. That could be due to aliens, and that could be the experiments the aliens are doing, and they bring them back.
Yep, it could be that, and they forget which forest was it again. They just drop them somewhere else,
Drop them at a random, yeah, like, oh, this one looks close
random in the
enough.
middle
Here
of
we go.
nowhere. Someone sees one. Whoa, those things are weird.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa there.
Whoa there, buddy. You over
What's
here?
that little
You're
thing?
over the border.
Oh
Our
my
listeners
god.
will enjoy that joke. That was good. Love you, Canada.
That was Ethan that said that, just for the record. I do not condone. So,
Off the record.
just to finish up the alien thing, I had a little written thing.
Okay.
So, some version of the Melon Heads legend suggests a connection to aliens with their large bulbous heads and strange appearance resembling the stereotypical Greys.
The Greys. I love the Greys.
And yeah, just some of the stuff that was in some of the stories kind of sounds like it could be the result of alien experiments or aliens themselves.
I'd be
Sounds a little too close to
so
humans, but I don't know.
pissed, Reed, if I met these guys instead of like an actual intelligent gray alien. I'd be so mad.
you got the experimented on one.
Yeah, I would get the lower end aliens, which is something I'd be upset about because I want to meet like an intelligent one, of course.
Yeah, I just feel like you wouldn't meet an intelligent one. Like if you think about like
Way to
a
ruin my
type of alien you
dreams.
would encounter in the woods with
Well,
no like
yeah,
tech or ship that's gonna hurt you or take you away, it's probably gonna be like an unintelligent thing.
yeah. That's what kind of makes me think these are maybe lower end aliens instead of experiments gone wrong because
Yeah,
they're living in
and they're
caves
everywhere.
and they're everywhere,
Like
right?
they're very very similar descriptions, and they're everywhere. I don't know.
Well, yeah, they're not in like a ton of locations, right? They're not anywhere in like California, unless you saw
No,
some of that
that's
stuff.
true. I guess it would be everywhere, everywhere, but there's still a lot of places that they are.
Yeah, they could be. Maybe they're using the cave systems. Maybe they all connect deep down.
Dude,
I know we're
you
going
love
far with it. I
caves.
know we're going far with it,
You
but I'm
love
actually,
caves, man.
I'm being serious though. Maybe those actually like connect, and that's how they're in
They
these
go down
locations.
under the Earth's crust, and there's a whole
And
civilization
there's
down
lava.
there.
No, no, no. But
Yeah.
I'm being serious though. Like, what if they all connect so that they can, they can like travel? You know what I mean? Like that's how they get around a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, yeah. They got a whole train system down there. Yeah,
They got all metro.
yeah. They got
They're in school.
farms down there.
Their classes.
Advanced technology. They come up and then just go and they just like yell at humans. And then they go down and they put on their glasses and they're just like chilling by a fire.
civilized you, civilized melon heads down there.
Yeah, you never know.
That'd be a crazy
Guys, we
game.
gotta keep this going. Someone go up there and make a weird noise.
We gotta keep the legend rolling.
Gotta keep this going.
Oh
They can
man.
never know we exist.
Yeah.
They're just like, let's put these drones up in New Jersey.
Jesus Christ.
They'll never know. They'll never be
We're
able to
too far
detect
away.
it.
We're in Connecticut.
uh,
Okay, well
no,
that
but
got random.
overall, what do you? So, do you believe in these guys? Do you believe they exist at all?
Yeah, no, of course. I think 100% there's always a chance, right? But for me personally, yeah, they're real.
I think so. I think this is a very believable cryptid because it literally could just be like, as messed up as it is, it could be like an experimented on human that was in the woods and just survived. Like
I think it'd be cool if it was
maybe
that.
not alive today. Who knows? But
Oh yeah, that's a
very
good point.
possible.
Yeah, if they were experimenting on their humans, wouldn't they already be dead?
What do you mean?
Because well, a human's lifespan, I assume they're not evolving and not aging, right?
Well, they could breed.
Well, no, I know, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like wouldn't really survive that long, no? Even with the conditions and stuff. Well, it depends, right? How many melon heads got free from the experiments too?
That's true. They're just in a lot of places too.
Yeah,
That's what's so hard to believe. It's just the experimenting.
maybe it's a combination. Could be a bunch of different things.
Yeah, it could be like it's possible the same thing happened in different areas. Maybe it's just a severe like inbreeding thing. Maybe that's all it is. It just happened multiple spots where it's just like crazy. I don't know.
The mansions would make sense for that because like families want to keep it the same blood.
I don't. Okay, I don't know about that.
You know, you know what
Maybe
I'm talking about.
maybe a
Like
long
back in
time
the
ago.
day, people wanted to keep their blood like pure. So they
Yeah,
would,
before they knew what it would
right?
do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So maybe it could
That's
be
why
something
we're
like that.
all related now.
Oh,
Thank you for that.
okay. Are we?
No, we are.
Oh, I thought that was only blue eyes people,
Uh,
right? Don't they have
I
like one
mean, maybe
descendant?
it's not everyone, but it's like a lot. Or like
Hmm,
pretty close, not close, but like pretty related.
brother.
Brother. Yeah, well, overall, would you like to go over the spook scale?
Oh yeah, no, let's do it. Read. Let's rate the melon heads. 1 star being not scary, 2 stars slightly unsettling, 3 stars somewhat creepy, 4 stars seriously spooky, and 5 stars terrifying. Read. What do you think about the melon heads? What are you thinking?
I think I'm going with 3 stars.
3 stars. Okay.
hmm I think I put myself in a situation where I'm walking in the woods and there's melon heads in the woods, and that's
Ooh,
terrifying
I don't like
because
that.
they are aggressive, and I don't know how capable they are, but it feels like they could probably hurt me.
Yeah, if I'm going the same scenario, I'm thinking they're making like clicking sounds like as they're running around me. I'm going 4 stars.
You're going 4,
Yeah,
okay.
that's pretty creepy.
It is pretty creepy, and they're pretty believable that they have existed at one point.
The only
Like, there's no
thing
hard evidence.
that kind of stinks about this is there's no like claims of violence or anything or any encounters really.
Yeah, I didn't get those.
Yeah, which is kind of sad
Um,
because I wish there was.
yeah, no, like nothing proven, no
Right.
video, no anything like that. It's just word of mouth. There's plenty of encounters online,
Oh yeah, I'm
like
sure.
people, but it's all reading some of the Reddit stuff makes me not want to put it in here because it's always just like
Blah.
so unbelievable. It's like me and my friends went to hunt this, and this is what happened. It's like, yeah, why didn't you? If you
Yeah.
went to hunt it, get a GoPro on your head, dude. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I feel like there could be more concrete evidence, especially with those stories too.
Yeah,
Pictures
and like
though
it's
would
just
be
so
cool.
easy to be like to go on that trip and be like, yo, let's say that we saw this.
Yeah, you could just chat GPT at this point,
Exactly.
which we don't condone.
We don't condone.
But I love Reddit. Reddit does have some good content, some
Yeah,
good
no,
juicy stories.
it's funny stuff. There's some funny stuff on there. I just don't
Yeah.
know how believable it is. It's just random people just can say whatever they want. So it's just tough. Not that this is any different, to be honest with you. It is pretty much just people saying what they saw.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I was gonna say because we're just kind of retelling the stories. So even our opinion on it's like
Yeah.
we're kind of just we haven't experienced
And
it.
I don't know how well I get all the information together.
Yeah, it's always hard. There's always not enough concrete evidence because it's all
Yeah, there's just
stories
too
told by
much stuff.
mouth.
last week was awesome with the videos.
Ah,
I
I
don't know if you
know.
guys last week's episode was awesome, and we put the, did we end up putting the video links?
Oh, I don't think I did actually in the description. I could do that though. Let me add those in.
Okay,
Remind me to do
I know
that.
we said we would do it on Instagram.
Yeah. I don't even know if we'd post it on Instagram, do
Oh, I don't know,
we? No,
but we
oops.
will. We'll post something.
Yeah, we will.
Um, the videos are awesome. You gotta check out the videos from last week. That I really like that episode.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I know any other cryptids that have like video evidence. I really can't think of any. It's
Yeah,
hard. It's
that
hard to
one,
find good
and
evidence.
that's why that one is so popular, probably just because of that.
Yeah, true. That is true.
You know, like that's just so cool to see that stuff.
Oh, what I want to see a melon head video though. Man.
Ah, they're so scary because they're like human like. I don't
Yeah.
know why that's more terrifying than like don't get me wrong, face to face with uh
Oh,
a
gray.
dog man or a
Oh,
wolf man
Wolfman the
would be
movie.
absolutely terrifying. But something about like looking outside your window and seeing a melon head,
Would it just be standing normal, or would it be like crouch?
I see it kind of like hunched over. That's how I kind of picture.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to imagine that. I'm looking out my window right now.
Hunched over, super skinny limbs, like
Ugh,
because they don't eat a ton,
cracking bones.
cracking bones.
Ugh.
You know, like
That was actually pretty good. I
those
heard
my
that really well.
knuckles. Yeah, those my
That
knuckles.
wasn't bad. That was pretty good.
You look outside and you hear
Ugh.
sound effects
Yeah,
done by
sorry,
Reed.
I don't have any of those.
You don't have any bone crack sound effects? I'll have to get some. That's no.
That was pretty
You look
close.
outside. You look outside and you hear. You just see something.
That's actually
You
really
see
cool.
a little melon man and it's just clapping. You're like, wait, what is this? That would be terrifying. Are you kidding
That
me?
would be
Okay, any of those things, you just hear a laugh track in your house. You're like, what the heck is going on? That'd actually be a crazy
prank.
movie scene or
Oh.
something. No, that'd be a crazy movie scene or something. It's like a demon or something that plays things and does things like that to kind of like make you like confused and then it just kills you or
Just a
something. That'd be
sitcom demon.
that's what I'm saying. Just like does stuff that makes you go like, what? Like where did that come from? Is this fun? Is this like okay?
That'd be a
And it just kills you.
crazy concept for a movie. It's a sitcom like setup, like a movie setup. Like they're shooting a show, and it's
Things just
haunted by a
slowly get
demon.
worse and worse. Yeah, that
Oh,
would be
that would be
crazy.
cool.
Honest sounds cool.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it does sound pretty cool.
Chasing short films
Oh
coming
god.
soon.
Why does that work for everything?
It really does.
Chasing
It really
short
does.
films. That'll be a production team.
We gotta change our Instagram name to Chasing Graham. No one would be able to find it. I
People are like, where the
know.
hell is this Chasing Spirits
Look up Chasing
podcast?
Spirits. Like, wait. Uh, so yeah, looks like our rating together is 3.5. That's our average. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's
It's
pretty
pretty
solid
high.
actually.
Um,
I feel good about 4. I think 4 is good.
yeah, no, it's scary, but there's for me there's still a lot scarier stuff,
Oh yeah.
and because of like the proof of it, like in this situation with it, it would be scary. But I always say this, but like I'm not scared of it coming in my house. It seems like it kind of wants to be left alone, but if you get too close, it gets aggressive. So it's just different, you know.
Ugh.
I'm
Imagine in
gonna
your
wake up
house.
with a melon head sitting in my windowsill,
You could.
staring at me. No, I can't.
Well, yeah, you're kind of high up right now, but that'd be crazy.
Yeah, be crazy. That's all I got for the melon men. I think it was a fun little topic. We haven't done a cryptid in a while, I think. Actually, last week was a cryptid for you, or is that more of a
Yeah, I guess Fresno's more of a cryptid,
ghost?
I suppose. Cryptid
Yeah,
alien.
ghost cryptid type thing. Yeah,
Cryptid alien ghost. It's all 3.
it really was all three. But yeah, no, we even done like a plain cryptid. This was fun.
I'm glad you did it.
I wish I should have picked what I was gonna give you if I won. I still don't know
Oh.
what I would have made you do.
Really? You don't have any ideas?
No, like none.
Hmm. I think I have my idea for next week.
You do?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. It's gonna be a good one. It's similar actually to those. If I do it.
Okay.
which would be
Cool,
cool.
cool. Well, that sounds good. Sounds like we're wrapping this baby up.
Yeah, maybe next week we'll have Cam's video
Maybe we will.
on YouTube.
We've been working on it.
Yeah, we're upgrading. Check it out. Leave a comment if the sound was good. Drop 5 stars on Spotify. What else? What else we got cooking up right now?
We got Graham. I gotta still make our Discord.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
slacking. I'm
slacking in
gonna.
the Discord.
I know.
Unbelievably
I gotta
so.
get our Discord going. I'm gonna make it all nice and we'll release that guy. That'll be a cool place for we can kind of release some stuff about the episode.
Play some
We can
games.
put like our yeah, we can put do some game stuff on there. We got plenty of stuff going. So
Sure.
stay tuned and take us out.
And we'll see you on the next episode, Chasing the Spirits that haunt our world.